Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakudash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Salutation to you, Akim, pushing this word in sincerity and truth. This is your brother Yassad, back at you with another lesson. Willing to define through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. So this one here is this video is going into the Lord surely hadn't forgotten you heathens and what you have done unto Israel, right? The Lord surely hasn't forgotten, and you all will pay the price, right? Because the words of Yahweh Hashem Yeshai are faithful and they are true. So first off, I'll start off in the book of Zechariah 1 and 15, and I'll also read it in the NLT. It says, "And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they held forward the affliction." Yeah, on Israel, because these nations, all of them had a part to play with our downfall. Pursuant to Psalms 83, Esau, Edom being on top of the list. Right, the first Maccabees, where it say, all of the which nation, right here it is. First Maccabees 2 and 10. It say, what nation had not had a part in a kingdom and got enough for spoils? Because all you nations made Israel in the like manner you see in our people today, through forced poverty, through the setting up and making the so-called women, Israelite women, giving them the pride to be above the men, setting up the whole system to support the woman and bring down the men, and Esau, Edom, you have a lot to pay for, and all the other nations, because you all join hand in hand and had a part to do in our destruction, That's why I'd say all you nations was confederate against Israel, that her name wouldn't be no longer in remembrance. All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman, she's become a bond slave. That is how you nations turned Israel into a bond slave, into your slave. And behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty and our glory is laid waste, and the Gentiles have profaned it. Also, you all took our goals when you all destroyed, Jerusalem. You took all the jewels, the golds, gold, etc., precious stones, I'm gonna get back. So I'll read Bertna in the notes, so like the GMT. Let's see here what the let's see what the NLT has to bear with me. Wow. As soon as, just Satan, as soon as a commentator just start to give trouble to loads, you know, and check back the I'll go the GNT. Right, Salak. Here, the NIV says, Then the angel who was speaking to me said, Proclaim this word. This is what the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai the Almighty says. I am very jealous for Jerusalem and Zion, right? The northern and southern kingdom. And I am very angry with the nations that feel secure. I was only a little angry, but they went too far with the punishment. Yeah, because these nations overdid it onto our people. You would see documentaries, you would see videos, all the atrocities that they went overboard. Especially so-called Edomites, had our babies, being thrown onto alligator to catch alligators. They actually tortured our women with sex devices. The buck break the men. That's just the devil and the vile man for you, right? Torture our people. Run a set of experiments on Jake. Who knows, Here in the GNT, it says, and I am very angry with the nations that enjoy quiet and peace. Because why? Israel, when we went off, so all these blessings would go on to the heathens, and we would be like a downhill. All the curses would fall upon us. Right? That's why Esther say he saw the heathens flowing with wealth. Let's see if I get a precept. Book a second Esdras or first Esdras. Right. Second Esdras 3 and 32 would say, at 31, I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion? Or is there any other people that know thee beside Israel? Or what generation hath so believed thy covenant as Jacob? And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor hath no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth and think not upon thy commandments. Weigh thou therefore wickedness now in the balance, theirs also that dwell the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. Or when was it that they which dwelt upon the earth had not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name had kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. Right? So the heathen was the overflowing it with wealth, and they didn't think upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, But the point being said that these heathens at peace, they overflow with wealth, they in the kingdom, they in the heaven, and Jake catching hell, as the Lord say, a degenerate plant, Alright, I'm gonna get back. It'd say, For while I was holding back my anger against my people, those nations made the sufferings of my people worse. So yeah, yes, the Lord used the nations to punish us, but these nations overdid it. You know, they destroyed Jake physically, mentally, and wow. Let me get that precept. This precept has to come out, though they join hand in hand. They shall not go unpunished. Yapa. Okay, right? Proverbs 11 and 21. It said, though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. And I said, these nations join hand in hand, the confederacy, you know? So that's why all the nations are going to pay, you know, according to the words of Yahweh Shemir Shai. You must see here. Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh Shemir Shai, until the day that I rise up to the prey. So the Yahweh Shemir Shai is going to rise up to the prey, you know, for my determination is to gather the nations, these same heathen nations that the Lord was displeased with them. You know, seeing them overflowing in wealth, they dwell in safety and peace, they live in the best life. So now my determination is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Yapa. So this year the Lord is going to recompense you nations. Joel chapter 3. Right? And 1, for behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Because it all centers you nations gonna pay. That is why in the Revelation 13 and 10 say, he that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Right? So that vibration hadn't changed. You know? The Lord say, Yahweh Shemeshai say, is the same yesterday, today and forever, you know? In Malachi, I think it's 1 and 3 or 3 and 6, where it says, I am Yahweh Shemeshai, change not, therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the Lord hasn't changed. He said he is a man of war, you know? I think it's Exodus 3 and 15 or 15 and 3. And also, he said he would have war with Amalek from generation to generation. He made that oath, you know. Let's see. And I will also gather all nations and will bring them down in the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, judgment. And, right, and will plead. And this plead here, I'm going to see, bear with me, Joel 3 and 2. Into the interliner for the word plead. Right? Yapa. Line upon line, you know, precept upon precept, line upon line, you know, line upon line, precept upon precept. You know? Strong's H 8199.
Strong's H 8199. Shaphat.
Right? Which goes into to judge, to govern, to vindicate, punish. Yapa. Right? Punish. It said to act as lawgiver or judge or governor of Yahweh, man to rule, govern, judge, to decide controversy of God and man, to execute judgment. Yapa. It's a vindicating, condemning, and punishing, and this is it. That is what the Lord is coming to do, not to plead or as meaning beg. That is why it is important to look into words, right? So the Lord is gonna. I'm gonna read it back. I will also gather all nations and will bring them into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead or execute judgment with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, we had us upon auction blocks, right? The sub-Saharan and the transatlantic slave trade, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they may drink. And ye, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your head? And this is why we not looking out for no compensation from the nations. As it's in Isaiah, I think it's 14, where it say, and they're going and seek to please the poor, either Isaiah or the book of Job. I think it's in the book of Job, They're gonna seek to please the poor. But hey, we don't want no recompense. Our recompense would be seeing the Lord executing full judgment upon you nations for what you have done unto us. Right? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold when Jerusalem was destroyed. The second temple, 70 AD. They used the riches of our kingdom to build those big colosseums and arenas, and had Jake, fighting to death, fighting against animals and alligators, with the bread and circus, and have carried into your temple my goodly pleasant things. Right? The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have been sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Right? Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. Yapa. Right? Yapa. Yapa. Right? Let me jump down. Verse 11, Joel 3 and 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about hither, cause thy mighty ones to come down. Putin, Xi Jinping, line them up. As let's say the Lord, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Line them up. The Lord, he muster in the battle. Let's see. And gather yourself together round about hither, cause thy mighty ones to come down. Hey, Yapaz, it's in the Isaiah 14, it stir up the old kings, the spirit and the old kings, as we say, the spirit the Medes, the Persians back then rising back up again in this time, It still let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Yapa. Right? Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get ye down, For the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. Yeah, right? Yeah, because you nations, the Lord is gonna take you out in a full blow, you know? And then you all is gonna go into captivity and feel the true blunt. Because the patience and the faith of the saints, the patience of the saints is all to bind their kings with fetters of iron. Right? As I think it's Zachariah. Why it say he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of the Lord's eye, And that is all gonna make you heathens pay more. Right? Zechariah 2 and 8. For thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoil you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. And who's this speaking of? Yahushai, after the glory, because Yahushai went up and be glorified. And that's why the Isaiah says, I think it's Isaiah 6, let me see. Isaiah 47, I believe. Isaiah 47 and where is it? Is it 47?
Elders of Great Millstone.
Right, correct. Isaiah 47 and verses 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So Yahushua is come back with his full glorified estate, the extraterrestrial body, etc. So that is why it says, for thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. How more plain could this be? You nations are gonna pay. You nations are surely gonna pay. Well, hey, just one, sending it out. Hopefully, this lesson was edifying. All praises belong unto Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem Akakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of it millstone. Salutation to you, Akim, again, pushing this word. Until the next one, Shalom.